Hey guys, this is Julian with Juleon Tech Reviews, and today we tackle what case do you put on your Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold? All right guys, we're back with the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold case review. Now we got a plethora of cases here. Now they range from about $34 to about $69. What we're going to do in this video, we're going to go through each one of them. So there's 5 cases here, and I have the boxes around here, so I will show you what it looks like whenever you receive it. And I'm going to rate it a 1 to 10, 1 being the absolute worst and 10 being, the best. So I'm not going to give all of these the 10 if possible, but I'm going to consider price, I'm going to consider coverage, and I'm going to consider the wireless charging capability with the case in its current state. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first one we're going to do, we're going to start with the OG, and we're going to start with Google's preferred case, because if anybody knows their phone, it is Google. So we're going to start with their case, and this is an obsidian or black case that's going to go right on top of it, and it's this one here. So this offers a hard case protection, and you can get it on the website Google right now, and it does have this kind of felt area right here, and you can just go ahead and put it on here. There are some stickers for alignment here that you can peel off, and I've already done that when I first opened the phone. Go ahead and snap it in, and voila, look what you have. You essentially have protection bump over the camera, and then you have some bump protection here when it comes to your display. So not full body protection, and absolutely no hinge protection, so just keep that in mind. So you can get some sand in here if you drop it in the wrong place or dirt. Okay, you have your charging port here that is somewhat covered, but not covered at all. And then you have your buttons here exposed, so you don't have to push through any case or any kind of hard plastic to get to it. And I'm able to, get my fingerprint on. All right, and as we do with all of our case reviews, let's go ahead and see if it wirelessly charges. So slide it on there. And as you can see, well, it's bright, but let's see. Wirelessly charges like a champ. So my impression of this, I do like the color. I like how it's blended into the phone, and it makes it feel a lot premium when it comes to the cases. It's only $49.99, so it's not bad. If you have some Google credits already from the phone that you purchase, you can purchase it and pretty much get this for free. The only thing I really don't like about it is that all of these exposed areas here and some of the exposed areas here, and it still has, it's still a little pricey for me, but overall feel, it does have some slippery areas, but overall feel, I'm gonna give this 8. So you definitely want to consider this as a case, but that's just me. That was the Google Pixel. That was a foldable, the Google case from Google. I'm just gonna put that on the side. And the next case we are going to talk about is Otterbox. So hello, Otterbox. So this is called the Otterbox Thin Flex. And this is drop tested. So this is ultra thin, hard case with soft grip edges. And it's designed for that. So it's in 2 pieces. So it's not 1 piece. And it is burnt orange. So if you're a Texas fan, get at it, I guess. And then when it comes to the price of this, the price starts at about, this is $59.99. They do have a black one, which is $46. So let's just see if Otterbox still is holding it down for our foldable phones. So here it is. It does come with some stickiness in here. stickiness right here. And as with all, we always start with the back. Okay, so a little rough getting it on there, but nonetheless, it's still on there. Nevertheless, it's still on there. All right. Oh. Okay, everything snaps into place, so everything is everything. All right, so right off the bat, it looks beautiful. It definitely has the color, you know, going for it. I would say that the sides right here are very sharp. So when you hold it on the phone and you squeeze it, you might leave with print here. And let's talk about what it does have going for it. So it does have no hinge protection, but the layer of protection over the glass, it is bump to bump. All right. So you can take a look at that. So it has no port protection here. And it does have volume protection, but no power protection. And I believe that's because of the, you know, the fingerprint sensor here. And that works like a charm. And the volume rocker is a little tough and stiff. So that's not, you know, ideal when it comes to your phone and ease and trying to turn it down. So you will have to put a lot of force to get this to turn up and down. So that's a knock on it. But look at the camera housing. It's protected with this lip. I love the dual colors here. It's dark red right here, and it has this, it's soft rubber here along with the hard case here, and it has very grippy. But as I mentioned before, it does have these sharp edges here. So keep that in mind when you are getting this. And this is $59.99. It has the Otterbox wording here. And I do like this case, so let's see if it wirelessly charge. Maybe that'll change my mind. Okay, no issues with wireless charging. All right, so on the scale of 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give this one a 6. And the reason I'm gonna give it a 6 is because these sharp edges and this very stiff volume rocker right here. This volume rocker really does, you know, you put your finger down here and trying to turn the volume up or down. I mean, it is hard. I mean, it works, but you still have to put a significant amount of force. And you might cut yourself with these sharp edges on the top and bottom of it. But I'm still gonna keep it above average because the design is really nice and the price is not super expensive. Unlike Samsung cases for their foldables, which are like around $100, these are still reasonably priced. And you know, as you'll see later on Amazon in the reviews, some people might return these and you can even get a better one. So just keep that in mind when you're ordering this Otterbox, and it's called the Otterbox Thin Flex series. And this is pretty much the only one they have for Otterbox on the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. So pretty cool. That was the Otterbox. The next one we are going to talk about is the Lenpiti. So the Lenpiti is a slim case for the smartphone. It's slim, lightweight, and classic. So it has the original phone touch feeling because of its slimness, anti-fingerprint sensor, high quality material, high scratch resistance, and light and ultra thin. Let's see what Lenpiti has to talk about it. And it does come in this carbon fiber. So I haven't used it. Do you see any fingerprints? So maybe they're right. So let's go ahead and slap down on there. It does have some stickiness as well, because you're gonna need it. I'm sure that was a mandate from Google to have stickiness on each one of these to make it stay in place. And there you have it. Okay, so it has the aramid fiber, carbon fiber pattern here. All of the buttons are exposed, so you're not gonna have any issues with clicking. Now, when you do click the buttons, you do feel the side here. You feel that pattern. So it's almost kind of like very grippy. So you're not gonna have any issues there, as you can see. Side fingerprint mount is excellent, A-OK. Even though it's a thin case, it does have some level of bump. So So you will get some protection. And then you have around the camera bump, some more lip protection. Okay, so not total protection. And then the hinge is exposed like always, which is not good if you want to keep, you know, this clean with no scratches. And, you know, true to its word, it hasn't had a lot of fingerprints. Now, it does get somewhat greasy if you put some greasy fingers on it. As you can see, some of it, but you don't see any fingerprints. And I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite ones I've been using so far. But let's go ahead and see the wireless charging, like always. And it works. So the wireless charging does work for this one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give this a solid 10. This is one of my favorites. The price on this one was $59. And that's just with any slim aramid fiber case that you get nowadays. It's just gonna cost you. But I think this one's actually worth the $60. So let me know what you think on this one. But this was my, you know, I give it a 10. So pretty solid. And I've never heard of this company before, but I'm glad they're here. It's called Lenpiti. Lenpiti. Lenpiti, if you hear me, you have made an excellent case. All right, last but not least, we got our heavy hitters. We got Spigen in the house. We got the Spigen Ultra Hybrid, which is the clear case right here. And then we got the Spigen Slim Armor Pro. Okay, the Slim Armor Pro starts at $69, or it is $69. And then you have the clear one, which is $34 or $35. So you have a clear option. Let's go ahead and dress up the clear option and see what we have here. Let me go ahead and dust it off a little bit because I have been using them. Now, this is somewhat of a fingerprint magnet and dust magnet, but I'm gonna put it on anyways. Oh, and it does have some stickiness in here. So let's go ahead and take those off. I don't know why that was there. And that's interesting. All right, so the stickiness is there, but let's see what we got here. Voila. So this is the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. It's got the hard case. It's got the quality Spigen signature with the air cushion technology, and it even says it here. Got the Spigen logo branding here. You got some bump here, and you can see through this. You know, if you had the porcelain, this would really be shining. And then you see some dust here from, you know, me holding the phone and being next to it, and then it's even inside, but all good. The buttons are exposed, so that seems to be the design plans for each one of these cases, to have the buttons exposed, because you ain't gonna have no restrictions. It's all there. Okay, and then the no port protection here for your charging port. Wireless charging is definitely gonna work, but let's just look at it anyways. Voila. All right, guys. Well, for clear cases, I'm not a huge fan of clear cases because I don't like to see these kind of fingerprint smudges or dust to get inside of the case. However, the price is 35 bucks. It's a solid case for your Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 9. So go ahead and comment below if you're a clear case person. I'm a Spigen guy, so definitely got to keep me a clear case on deck, but I'm just afraid of the yellowing, so that's yet to be determined. Okay, let's go ahead and open up this one, and we got let's read a couple of things from the box when it comes to this one. So this is the Slim Armor Pro, right? It is semi-auto sliding technology with the hinge, so we finally have hinge protection. It has the extreme protection tech, which is pretty much standard with all of these Slim Armor Pros for every phone you have. And then it has the soft TPU at the top right here, and then it has the hard durable on the outside shell. And this one, once again, was $69. So this one was the most expensive one. Let's see what it looks like. So I did a little different this time. So I put the front end first, which is weird. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to put the back one first. But nevertheless, they both work. And there you have it. Okay, you have the Slim Armor Pro here. So it is true to its name, it's slim, even though it's still bulky. You still got solid protection on the bumps here. And as you can see, there's some depth here. You got exposed buttons here, so no hindrances there. As you can see, I can slightly touch it, and I got my fingerprint sensor rocking, and I got my volume rocker rocking. Nice and clicky. Now I do have the soft material here on the outside, and then the hard material here. So this is very clean look. And then I also have hinge protection with the Spigen logo. And then you have some depth on the charging port here. So I think this one is the total protection that you need right here. So this one has, and then it has the camera flush, so you can't even, it's buried in here. And everything's flat. So let's say if it holds flat on the table. Okay, let's open it up and see if it's still flat. Well, obviously it's not because it has the hinge protection, but let's go ahead and charge that bad boy. Oh, no hindrances on the wireless charging. Well, I think you know where I'm headed on this one. I wish they had different colors, but black is classic and this is their standard. I'm gonna give this a 10. This is a 10 right here for me. The hinge protection is there. Even though the highest price is $69, you are still getting a quality case here. And the sliding technology, as you can see the hinge here, the hinge glides right into it. And it stays protected. Now you still have a little opening here to where some sand and some water might get through, even though this is water drop resistant or whatever it said for IPX8. This is pretty cool. So this is the Slim Armor Pro from Spigen. So as you can see, there's a plethora of cases that you can get, and it ranges from 35 bucks to $70. And you see my ratings here. Comment below, what's your favorite one out of all of these cases if you were to dress your Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold. But once again, this is Juleon with Juleon Tech Reviews. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Hit that bell, hit that subscription button. My face is right on it. And we thank you, and my logo is on it. And we thank you for joining us for this case review for the Google Pixel 9 Pro Fold.